Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. Let's take a look at the market. All right, as always, BitcoinDailyView.com got more for you there. Do have an affiliate link for something that I'm digging right now, Crypto.com. It's a wonderful thing. If you don't have the crypto debit card, join the winning team and let's all enjoy a glorious future together. Not financial advice, entertainment purposes only, but you can get interest on your crypto. You can convert fiat to crypto with your debit card. Now they're going to start accepting USD transfers that go to USDC, and also they'll be shortly allowing the USDC back to USD in a bank account. So wonderful thing. I like it, and you can make nice interest on your crypto while it's sitting there. Make money on your, interest on your USDC, interest on your BTC while you're waiting to convert it to USD, and it only takes a second. I do it while I'm at the I do it while I'm in the grocery line. It converts. You can top your card off instantly, put however much you might want from your crypto to USD, and boom, it just works. I like it. You can now get McAfee's whacked coin. I think it's only on Uniswap, but I just find it interesting. We all saw that cool tattoo McAfee had. It said whacked on it, and we heard him say, I'm not going to whack myself. And anyway, whacked. Whack D. Wonderful. One of those great Uniswap coins you can get for, it's only a .02 sats right now. Anyway, totally speculative shitcoin if there ever was one, but it exists. Now, looking at the market, the crypto bubble market, it is green this morning, as you may have noticed, and that is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Looking at Coin 360, Ethereum 2,176, that is glorious. ADA, Cardano, up almost 6%. Bitcoin flirting with 36,000 right now, coming in at 35,902. This is a glorious thing. Even Dogecoin up 7%, Theta up 7% plus, Matic up 10% plus, Sol, everybody loves it, up 11%. We have a rockin' day in the market, and it only keeps accelerating. XRP up 13%, 71 cents. This is a glorious time. But here's something that I want to note, okay? Spot trading volume on Binance is 13% in the green right now. The only thing is that it's in recent hours that it has made that move. It was negative most of last night. So note that we have recent big volume cranking up on Binance this morning. Let's look at Bitcoin trading volume explicitly. All right. Let me refresh this so we get the latest. 4.6 billion last 24 hours, 2.9 billion of that on Binance, and nobody else showed up for a billion. Not even Bitfinex, where all the shorters and longers are. I kind of wish Bybit was on here. That would be very, very telling if it was. Well, here's the deal. Like I say, I see this glorious move upwards. I like it. I dig it. The only thing that I am somewhat concerned with is spot trading volume. Okay, it's cranking up, but spot trading volume is not necessarily Bitcoin trading volume on Binance. And if we look at Bitcoin trading volume on Binance, it's not even 3 billion last 24 hours. So we have a lot of price action moving up on Bitcoin, but I'm not seeing the retail volume pushing it. So it seems like it's whales pushing it, and that might just very well be whales are laying off the shorts while it moves up. So just be careful. We're still volatile. Are we really blue sky cranking? I don't think so until we break that range that we've been in between 30 and 40K. When we get about 41, 42K, that's when I will totally hedge back in for my Bitcoin stash. And I know that's being very patient. That's maybe missing some gains, but still, that's just if you want to be extremely conservative, that's a good thing to do. Also, well, 30K, 40K, 35K is right in the middle. So right now, if you were to start hedging back in, well, you're basically in the middle of that range that we've been ranging. So, do as you will. Not financial advice and entertainment purposes only. Even though we are pumping, I'm not really confident that we may not see a Bart Simpson pattern. With that said, I'll just leave it at that. 33,999 to 35,960 is our range. Ranges keep getting higher recently. That's a glorious thing. How many gold coins can you get with a Bitcoin right now? 20 gold coins. I like that. Do note gold on the daily here taking a massive hit this morning. Silver taking a massive hit this morning. Interesting. Looking at the S&P 500 green candle today. Russell 2000 red candle today. Dow red candle today with a little tail. All right, dollar strength index rocking today, making a move away from that 200 moving average. And the TNX, the 10-year Treasury bond, is having a green candle today so far after a pretty stout red one yesterday. Looking at longs versus shorts, here we are. I love the way this looks. 4-hour chart. we are approaching that 200 moving average. I myself think, yeah, I want to hedge back in completely with my Bitcoin stash after about 40,000, 41,000, between 41,000 and 42,000, depending on how things are looking. Get out of that range, and that's when we know that the whales will have let it go. And if all indicators are good, that's my personal last of my hedge in. But I must admit, I am contemplating hedging some in here on the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, we're now breaking that 200 moving average. We're flirting with it. We're getting over it. When we get above it, and if we keep support there, get some sideways. If we get above it actually and retrace and bounce off it and continue moving up, that'll make me very, very happy and give me confidence. Looking at BTC shorts, look at this. Basically, the shorts have trailed off, and that's allowing Bitcoin's price to move. But we're still in that range between 30 and 40K. Yeah, we're at 36K almost, but still, we're in that range, right in the middle of it. And we have had nice pumps before, so be careful. Longs still kind of going sideways. They haven't quite got their confidence back after this big wreck that they got recently. With that said, let's look deeper at longs versus shorts on the 15-minute chart. Okay, you've got, as you can see, here's your Bitcoin price action. Here's your shorts, and as you can see, as shorts have trailed off, well, Bitcoin's price is allowed to go. Let's look at this on the 4-hour. You can see a good deal there. On the 4 hours, you can see when shorts were high, Bitcoin's price action was pushed down. Now that shorts are low and trending down, Bitcoin's price action is allowed to go up. But what does this mean? Well, it definitely to me means whales are still in control with the shorts. So this is another view on the 2-hour. Shorts dump, price pumps. But these shorts can very, very easily in a millisecond, everybody. I'm not trying to be a doomsayer. I just want to like give people, all the glorious possible info. Shorts can do this in a second and push this price action right back down. So even though we might be, bullish, might be happy, might be a Bitcoin enthusiast, I know I certainly am, just be careful. We're in a moment that, we ain't out of the woods yet. With that said, something I do very much like seeing is this. See if I can erase some of these things here. Come on. Make it a little bit more clear. You can see on right here that there we go. So it looks like on the daily chart we have officially now probably made a 314 moving average bounce. That's powerful. We are now above the .5 fib line as I have drawn it. That's a wonderful thing, and we're challenging the 21 EMA on the daily. This is actually a pretty groovy thing. That's a pretty stout chart. That's pretty good. And also look at this. The MACD has crossed positive, and that histogram continues to widen. So a lot of good signs. The only sign that is kind of bugging me is right here. Spot trading volume, to me, it's only 13% increase last 24 hours, and most of that is in the last couple hours. It was in the red most of last night. Once again, we look at Bitcoin trading volume explicitly. Where is it? Look, 4.6 billion, and not even 3 billion really on Binance. So whales are doing this, in my opinion. If you have any other opinions as to why it would be pumping, I mean, really, does it take very little retail volume at all to pump Bitcoin if these shorts aren't crushing it? You let me know. I just kind of get the hooks that I can to measure with, and I go with it. I have a lot of years experience, working in IT, and I found that, like Lord Kelvin says, to measure is to know. If you can get some hooks in somewhere and keep measuring it, the history will show you what the now means. So that's kind of where I'm going. Anyway, as you can see, recently this break above the 314 moving average and 200 moving average all in one candle. Beautiful, nice break. This is Bitcoin. It continues this beautiful trend up. If we do look here, you can see the directional index is in the green. The ADX is right at 24, 25. That's actually a great place to get in. Squeeze indicator starting to fire off some golf balls there, the little white dots, which shows a lot of momentum. ADX is in the green. Stochastic RSI is up top, but plenty of time to go sideways. Lazy bear indicator kind of shows overbought, but the signal is still, but the wave trend oscillator is still above the signal. So, in general, of course, we are extended a bit, but do note this right here. Even though we are pumping, one of the things to watch that I would just suggest watching is right here. This is the this red trend line here, this red moving average, that is the 8 moving average. In general, your price action on any time frame is not going to stay too far away from it. So as you notice, Bitcoin has been hugging, has been keeping close to the 8 moving average, a little bit extended away from it right now. Anyway, so yeah, of course, this chart is a bit extended. We've been pumping. So could we see a retrace? Well, that's the big question. If the bears wanna, I should say really the whales, if the whales want to, they can certainly fire off their shorts and put us right back where we started, completing a perfect, almost perfect Bart Simpson pattern. But then again, if you look here, Bart Simpson patterns do tend to be, in general, flat top. Like a marine haircut, a high and tight. And this one here, as you can see, has broken out of that pattern. And we also have a nice wedge here that it does look like we've broken out up towards the positive side. Some people do say that they see if you look at this, let's look at the. Some people say that on the hour and the 4 hour, you were seeing a bull flag, and depending on how you look at it, I can get behind that. I think if you want to look at it that way, I think you could say that, is this a bit of a bull flag? And you could say, well, here's your post, boom, and then here is your flag. Oh shit! Sorry about that. Here's your flag pattern. So very, very likely, it very, very well could be. So we've broken up to the positive side of a bull flag. Hey, I'll take it. Very, very likely. And the nice thing is, you can kind of see that on the 4 hour chart. Also, maybe even more prominently, you can see it on the 4 hour chart. Anyway, I won't keep belaboring this. In general, is that a bull flag? Very, very likely could be. And well, there you go. So with that said, looking at the 4 hour chart, what I like here, and this gives me a little bit of confidence to begin hedging back in, even though I'm kind of waiting for 41, 42K to prove that and kind of confirm that we're out of the range that we've been kept in for the last 41, 42 days now. That's where the bears want us, and they put up and they'll push shorts to ensure that we do. I know this is a nice pump, but I would just put things in perspective, because within this range that we've been in, right here, for quite a while, this range of 30 to 40K, we've had, plenty of moments of upwards momentum like this. This isn't like this is, the first time this has happened, So just, be careful. On a good note, we are challenging the 200 moving average on the 4 hour chart. That gives me a lot of confidence, and in general, these indicators look pretty strong. Just, I know I keep sounding like a downer. I just want people to have a little bit of caution, only because I just don't see the volume. When I see the retail volume start pumping in, that's when I'll have a lot more confidence. But do note this: on the 4 hour chart, we have this beautiful upwards channel happening. That's a beautiful thing. It looks nice, and it's taken us right over the 200 moving average. And I definitely think today, if we close, or really if we get some 4 hour candles, the whole body and above, and no wicks below the 200 moving average in the 4 hour chart, that's a lot of confidence for me. And you can see by the green diamond right here, the little green diamond merit badge, all the Super Guppy Madrid ribbons, all the Super Guppy EMAs, where you can call them the Madrid ribbons, have all flipped green on the 4 hour chart. That's really nice. ADX is still pretty low, but we do have a green directional index. KRI is green. Lazy Bear indicator shows that we're maybe topping out. Squeeze indicator shows a lot of powerful upwards momentum right now. But just do note that you can see we're like, here, these things are cyclical. We've had these moments before, where we had these nice powerful uptrends. Just realize that they come up and they go down. It's cyclical. So be wary. Like I say, what's going to give me a lot of confidence is when I see Bitcoin find support above the 200 moving average on the 4 hour chart, and we see retail volume start kicking in. So when I see, I'm just going to say about 25, 30 billion, or even where we're at, 20, 25 billion, 30 billion. And we see this like 13%, or we see 30, 40, 50% spot trading increases in volume, and it's not just the last couple hours, because all last night it was mostly in the red, it was negative, but now recently we're seeing an uptick. So like I say, spot trading volume is great, but spot trading volume is not necessarily Bitcoin trading volume. So it's like a Bitcoin trading volume explicitly, 4.6 billion, not even 3 billion on Binance. So I just don't think this is retail traders buying it, or if I do, wow, it takes very little retail action to make the price move. That's cool too, but I just somehow kind of doubt it. Anyway, like I say, put it all in perspective and just realize that we've been here before. and hang tight. Do what you're gonna do. Do whatever your plan is. Like I said, I think the real key for making money right now is to have a plan. Like mine is basically, I got buys in because I think I have confidence that we'll stay above 30K. I got buys all the way down. If it starts dumping, I'll pick those up and probably keep them unless it turns around again. And I'm waiting for support above this 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart, and I'm also waiting for volume to kick in, retail volume, and then I will definitely start more aggressively hedging in slightly all the way up to 41, 40K, 42K when I boom, I just do that massive limit order, bam. With that said, Doge versus USDT, it is doing marvelous. Here on the 45-minute chart, the 200 moving average has crossed the 314 moving average. That's always very, very always very positive. Directional index is in the green. ADX is setting up to be in the right place. Squeeze indicators going off. KRI is good. Stochastic RSI is overbought, and so is lazy bear indicator. But of course, look at this massive push we have here, and also do note we have gone a long way from right here, the moving average, the 8 moving average. So it may retrace a bit, but still. Not financial advice, entertainment purposes only, my friends. But I tell you what, something that I'm kind of pondering today, and you can tell me what you think. It may retrace a little bit. What if you had a buy order like right in here between like 20, like dot 264 and dot 266, somewhere in there. That many, a buy order right in there. It kind of retraces a little bit and continues up. Boom. That might be something to think about. Or I'll just watch to see if it retraces a little bit to the 8 moving average and starts moving up again. This is a pretty strong chart in general. I like what I'm seeing. I especially like seeing this 200 and 314 moving average cross to the positive side. Shiba Inu, it has been rocking. It's starting to retrace kind of hard right now. And as you can see, where is it sort of retracing to? Well, it is retracing to the 8 moving average, just wicked to it. So might we see some sideways consolidation or some continued uptrend? Possibly. Directional index is awesome. ADX is awesome. Super squeeze indicator is looking wonderful. KRI is good. Since it's dumping a little bit, the stochastic RSI is getting a little bit of a cool off there. Lazy bear indicator shows overbought. And with that said, do note this. Something I really like seeing that I do note with this is we had this beautiful upwards channel going on for Shiba Inu. And of course we broke to the upside of that, and we are just moving like crazy. I really am kind of watching this one here because I do like Shiba Inu. Maybe we'll see say a consolidation pattern here for a little bit. Maybe we'll see a bounce off of the 8 moving average. That's very, very possible. I think a lot of it has to do, honestly, with what Bitcoin does. But with that said, something you oftentimes see is a bounce off the top of the channel and then a continuation up. So that's one to watch. I mean, a buy order right there at like, let's say just to make sure you catch it at like 865 sats. Boom. Not financial advice, just saying. Shiba Inu, it's going to be it's people dig it, Doge and Shiba Inu, they're beloved of the masses. With that said, I guess that's emotion, not necessarily TA, but people love it, and the TA is looking not too bad for these coins this morning. But do note, it's probably going to do what Bitcoin does. Bitcoin goes up, it will go up. Bitcoin goes up fast, it will go down. Bitcoin dumps, it's going to dump. So with that said, Ethereum versus USDT on the 45-minute chart, we have got, one of the most glorious ever, beautiful, powerful upwards channels going on here. This is just a wonderful thing to see. Who doesn't enjoy seeing that? We're above the 200 and 314 moving average on the 45-minute chart. It looks like it's just now starting to cool off or do a little bit of a consolidation. So there we go. Anyway, Bitcoin versus USDT, a powerful chart. Right now, maybe a little overextended, but who knows? Not a bad play. Ethereum versus Bitcoin, it was riding the same beautiful upwards channel. And now what I like about this one is, like I say, a lot of things are doing this right now. I see a lot of alts. I kind of see Bitcoin. See, your ADX on the 45-minute chart is cooling off. Directional index is cooling off. Your squeeze indicator is beginning to cool off or go negative. KRI is going red. Although nice thing is, stochastic RSI gets back in a better buy zone, and wave trend oscillator cools off by lazy bear. All these indicators you can find over at bitcoindailyview.com under the indicators section. So you can see Ethereum starting to cool off a little bit. You can see SHIB is really not. It's beginning to cool off a little bit. Doge, it might just be, it's getting, we'll see. It looks more like it's going to make a bounce off that, I don't know. Doge looks like it may still have some upwards life in it before sideways. Bitcoin looking wonderful. Here on the 4-hour chart, if I look at this, a little closer on the 4-hour chart here. Let's get rid of that. 4-hour chart. Anyway, who cares? We can get rid of all this stuff. Bam, there we go. So 45-minute chart. Like I say, above the 200 moving average. This is really, really wonderful. ADX is a little low. Actually, it's a lot low, but as directional index is starting to turn nice and green. Squeeze indicator's looking good. KRI is good. A little bit overbought on the stochastic RSI, and starting to be that way on the Waverton oscillator. But with that said, all green Madrid ribbons by this green diamond showing us that. It's a powerful chart. It looks good. Like I say, I really would like to see some bodies close above the 200 moving average here on the 4-hour chart without any tails below it. We get some sideways consolidation right there. That's going to be wonderful. And then, once we can close above that with upwards momentum, we will probably see absolutely no problems at all until we hit the 314. Then we might see some sideways action, and then we'll probably break through it. So, boom. There you go. If today continues well this evening or this afternoon, I might be hedging back in. Definitely tomorrow morning, as long as all looks well. I did have some buys here that I then sold here, and I had some buys here, and unfortunately I sold here. I wish I had stayed in, but you got to trade the trading rules that you have that make you money. And so anyway, right now, my trading rules that will make me money is a good support above the 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart. I'll be hedging back in, I'll be laddering up all the way with tight stops. Then once I get into 41, 42K land, all back in. And I will probably, from then on forever, probably keep some of my Bitcoin that I hodl with a trailing take profit, just because I never want to get caught in this bad situation again. With that said, the 4-hour chart, this is a closer view. You can kind of see that bull flag. I do believe that's very, very possible. You also can see it very, very clearly on the 1-hour chart. You got your little flagpole here, and that which is crooked. Because people can't do good craftsmanship anymore. It's crooked, it's sideways, nice flag, then boom, we have a breakup. I like seeing that. On the daily, once again, we definitely have made a 314 moving average bounce. On the daily, we're above the 21 EMA, and we've made a nice support bounce. Well, it looks like we found support above the .5 fib line as I have drawn it, and I drew it basically going way back to the 13th or 14th of March on the daily, where we had this nice, beautiful uptrend start after a dump. MACD on the daily is positive. Histogram's opening widely. That definitely gives me more confidence with that positive MACD. And this nice 314 bounce, that what we're seeing on the 4-hour chart, very, very likely will play out. We're going to find support above the 200 moving average, and boom, we're back in the game. Part of my hedge goes back in. Part of my hedge waits till 41, 42,000. When I'm sure that we're not going to see this happen again, where basically the because like I say, this is all glorious and I love it. Believe me, Bitcoin truth seekers, I do. But just note this here. Come on, green thing. Why is it not changing? Just want to note, and I'll let you guys out of here. I don't want to keep you forever. I want to be respectful of your time, people. But just look at this though. Very, very easily, these here on the 2-hour chart, you can see it very clearly. These shorts start cranking up. This price action is going to go, right down, and it's going to look like that. Bam. And like I say, if anybody doubts this, just use the compare function, fire up a BTC chart, and then go to compare and put in USDC shorts, and you'll see. If you want to see USD longs, you can also do that. I actually could even add I have the longs if you want to view them. So here you see basically the way it works. Here's the shorts are low, so price action is going up, but if the shorts crank up, price action is going to go down. Let's just throw longs in there, which kind of skews it up a little bit. All right, there's longs. Longs have, recently, as you can see, as it dumped, longs started to slightly peak up again. Then as it dumped, they got wrecked. Longs are kind of sideways. So one thing I'm noticing too also is this is only on Bitfinex, but I'm not seeing a tremendous amount of longs cranking up, even though shorts have dropped off. And one thing that I seem to have lost, let me actually close this with that. We did not look at blockchain whispers. Very, very important. On Binance, Longs versus short sentiment. Longs 55%, shorts 45%. That's cool. It's very, very tight. I would say that is a long sentiment, but it's somewhat indecisive. Looking at Ethereum on Binance, wow, 62% long, 37% shorts. That's definitely a long sentiment. Bitfinex, for some reason, I think this is broken. Longs are 93%, shorts are 6%. For Bitcoin, I just don't quite believe that. Looking at BitMEX, probably more tied to reality, 49% longs, 50% shorts. That actually looks a little bit tied to reality. So does Binance, Bitfinex. I don't know what those crackheads are smoking over there. Anyway, everybody, sorry if this was long. I'm definitely not doomy. I'm feeling positive. I'm feeling negative, but especially after many of us are recovering from some PTSD after that last market dump. If you happen to not, play it to your advantage, I didn't play it completely to my advantage, but I didn't lose my ass either. I just reacted slower than I would have liked to when I saw Bitcoin turn around. Why? Because I was being idealistic. I wasn't trading the chart. Always trade the chart. Don't trade your emotional connection to the asset. With that said, it's also fine to have an emotional connection to the asset. Just separate that from your chart when you're doing the chart and trade the chart. With that said, as always, you know what I'm going to say. Every Bitcoin Satoshi you own makes a piece of shit, evil Klaus Schwab, great reset, you'll own nothing and like it. Cry. Woo! And that's a beautiful thing. I don't like the thought of people suffering, but, well, they're not people.